hadi boli. Ağlar elimizde, devlet elimizde,
All right, look. I know what you're thinking. Chris, you said you were coming back to YouTube for good, and I did say that. And it's been a month since you put up a video. I'm sorry, okay? I'm busy. I figured I had gotten enough pretty cool stuff in to kind of do a video and show some of the stuff that we brought into the collection, but also what's going to be coming with the podcast soon because there's a whole bunch of stuff in the works for that. If you guys don't know, I host a podcast called Beyond the Blood. We're about to enter our second season, and we discuss movies, particularly horror movies, using the audio commentaries as our guide. So we're trying to create unique discussions, put focus on bonus features in the physical media as well. And I host that with my good friend Steve over at After Hours Video. So we got a lot of cool stuff happening, right? It's been super busy, so I apologize for that lack of content on here, as always. But I have a big old stack. I have 5 releases that I'm going to show you guys. Haven't watched really anything here, admittedly. Not yet. But some of this stuff is coming to mail, and I thought it'd be cool to show off and kind of talk to you guys about, Before we get into that, I hope you guys are doing well. It's been super hot here in Jersey. We are only a couple weeks away from Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, so if you guys are going to be there, me and my wife will be there on Saturday. Say what's up. Let me know if you're going to be around. I'd love to hang out, meet you, buy something. Let's spend some money, right? But let's talk about some money that's already been spent. How's that sound? So first, sorry, I put sunscreen on my face this morning, and it got in my eye, and it's been killing me ever since. So first up here, I have a couple things that I got from my friends over at The Movie Room. If you guys don't know, I'm a partner with the incredible team over at The Movie Room, Mike and Deb. Some of the best buying experience you'll ever have when it comes to physical media. Their packaging, out of control good, right? Your stuff, I mean, your package could end up in a drive-by during a tornado, in the middle of an apocalypse, and your items are coming flawless. Okay, I can pretty much promise you that. Mike and Deb, beautiful couple. This is the definition of collectors selling to collectors. They do an incredible job. If you go over and you visit themovieroom.com and you use my code bearded10, you actually get 10% off your purchase. And I got a package from them that I wanted to show off. First of all, I had to get this, right? I just had to. I picked up Marlon Brando in The Last Tango in Paris. As you guys know, my interest in film ranges tons of genres. One of those is sort of like the erotic thriller or kind of like sexual cinematic revolution that kind of happened in the 70s and the 60s, mostly from other countries, but there was kind of a slight movement of that here in the US. This is an MGM release, and Last Tango in Paris is one of the most notorious of the bunch. And I never owned this movie before. Vinegar Syndrome put it out. I initially passed on it. I was like, I don't know if I want to spend the money on that. The Movie Room had a ton of stock of it, so I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. And it comes in your Vinegar Syndrome hard box. It's gonna focus over there. So this is the hard box here. It's a beautiful, beautiful case. There were two options. This was my favorite of the two. And then inside, you have, and this is in 4K, by the way. You have, let me cover that up, the slipcover. Look at Marlon Brando on the back. Look at that guy. And then there's also a booklet in here as well. And very excited to check this out. This is one, like, when you kind of start reading books or you listen to podcasts about certain eras in film, Last Tango in Paris is one of the most notorious. And for both its impact on cinema and its impact on audiences, but also for some pretty controversial stuff, which I won't go over in this. Some stuff that I don't agree with what happened on set. But I feel like my knowledge and my interest in in different areas of film would kind of be incomplete if I didn't have this and I didn't see it and kind of study it, watch the bonus features and stuff. So Last Tango in Paris I got from the movie room. Now this other one, this is a box set. We have teamed up with the movie room to begin covering TerraVision releases over on Beyond the Blood podcast. We do a monthly series called After Hours, where we don't cover a specific movie, but we kind of talk about physical media that we've picked up and watched. And Steve and I kind of talk about our top releases or top things that we've seen. And part of being on someone's favorite productions podcast network is our connection with TerraVision. So we got together with the movie room, and the movie room is sponsoring episodes of After Hours Video and allowing us to review and deep dive into TerraVision titles, which is incredible. I cannot thank them enough for this beautiful opportunity. So the first run of that is actually right here, and this is the Shoestring Slashers box set, which I'm sure you've seen before. I'm sure other people have covered this. I'm a little late to the game with showing this one off, but currently in the middle of a deep dive into this for that podcast episode. There's 3 titles in here. You have Phantom Brother, Basement Jack, which is kind of one of the most notorious of the bunch, and then you have Beware. So these are all SOV, shot on video, incredibly low budget, very out of my wheelhouse. I'm not too familiar with any of these actually, but I'm very excited to check them out for the first time, dive into some of the bonus features. So if you're a huge fan of Shoestring Slashers or TerraVision in general, incredible company, make sure you check out that After Hours episode when it does go live. If you follow me over on Instagram, it should be coming hopefully within the next month or so. We're kind of figuring things out as we go, but we will be covering this pretty in depth over there. So thank you to the movie room for sponsoring that and sending this over for a review. Can't thank you guys enough. And like I said, if you go over to the movie room, use code BEARDED10. It's going to get you 10% off. Save some money while you're there. Let's see. What do I want to cover next? I have a big one, but I kind of want to hold off on it now that I'm looking at it. Let's talk about this one here. So, you guys know I'm a huge Severin collector. Big fan of them, especially their box sets. I'm convinced still to this day they make the best box sets in the game. Part of their summer sale, they just announced a Sharksploitation box set, which is incredible. But the one before that is actually from their company Intervision, and this is Bloody Legend, the complete Cliff Hemllo collection. Talk about blind buy. I know absolutely nothing here. I just went strictly off of the trailers that Severin posted and kind of the packaging on this. In here, there is 11 feature films on 9 Blu-rays, including the documentary, and 13 hours of special features with a bonus CD as well. And I really love this packaging because it's a hard outer box, and when you slide this out, it's like a VHS tape. And in Severin fashion, it is the these cardboard like slips style here when you flip through. But there's so much to dive into here. When it comes to Cliff Hemllo, I know nothing, so this is a complete blind buy for me. But I'm very excited to check it out and to dive into it. Not for the squeamish. I know incredibly low budget, maybe some shot on video stuff in here. That's about the extent of my knowledge when it comes to this, but very excited to check that out. This is actually the first Intervision box set, so another exciting opportunity for Severin with there. 2 more just to chat about here. One, this is from Umbrella. This is the new Extremity collection, volume 1. If you guys don't know, this French extremity movement that happened in the early 2000s, some of the most notorious of the bunch would be Martyrs, Frontiers, High Tension. But funny, I picked this up. This is standard edition, so I didn't get the booklet or anything like that as a part of this. But I picked this up, and then they immediately announced volume 2. So now I gotta go buy that. But let's check out what's sitting in here real quick. Inside of this set, you're getting four titles on Blu-ray. Let's see, so I can put this back the right way. You're getting Martyrs, and I love all this matching artwork here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say about Martyrs. This is a pretty incredible experience. Like, incredibly depressing and shocking and brutal. This actually just got announced on 4K from Eureka Entertainment, so I'm very excited to check that out. But you do have Martyrs in here, and I do want to shout out that there is some new audio commentaries as well as some new visual essays for most of these as well. So Martyrs is part of this set. You also have one of the other most notorious, that is Frontiers. Again, when I say an incredible experience, I mean incredibly brutal, incredibly violent, incredibly hard to sit through. Yeah, so Frontiers is also a part of this. There's an audio commentary on here with the directors. Also, audio commentary with critic and writer Alexander Helen Nicholas. There's a video essay by John Nelson. Looks like there's essay by Alex West, making of, deleted scenes, optional commentaries, all that cool stuff. Sorry, they keep switching focus there. But bunch of stuff on that. We have Alexandra Aja's High Tension. I have this on Blu-ray from Second Sight. I had to remember. From Second Sight Films. So this one was kind of the one in the set that I didn't really need. But happy to have this anyway, because there is a new audio commentary on here that's not available on the Second Sight one. This also just got announced on 4K from Lionsgate Limited, and I love Mexi Funk, the artist who designed the lenticular steelbook, and I love his art, but I don't think the art on that matches the tone of the movie very well. Just saying. And then the one out of the set I did watch, this is Anatomy of Hell. I put up a brief review on my Instagram about this movie. An incredibly visceral, pretty shocking experience, a shocking look at sexuality in the human body, and kind of our kind of deep analysis of men and women in feminism. And it's a very, very graphic and haunting experience, I would say. Not for everybody, especially, like, you'll find out within the first 3 minutes if this is your cup of tea. But I can't even show you the back of this case because it's nudity in every single shot. So that's Anatomy of Hell. So very happy to have this collection. I'm fine just having the standard, which I do like this artwork. I'll show you. I'll cover up the two faces there. There is the artwork, which I do like a lot, but very happy to have this in the collection. All right. Now we got a big one. My buddy Jordan over at the Movie Den just did a video fully unboxing this thing, so I'm not going to go as in-depth as he did, but I will show you around it a little bit. We're talking about from Scream Factory and Shout Factory. I just got this in yesterday. This is the Mario Bava collection. This was one of... It's expensive, right? It comes to just under $200 after shipping. When they announced this, the first 1,000 came with a booklet and I think maybe a poster or two, maybe a couple posters. And I missed out on that. And then finally got to the point where not even FOMO. It wasn't even like I needed this set and I couldn't stand missing out on it. But the longer I sat, I was like, I don't know how we're ever going to get these movies again this way. And there's a whole bunch of new audio commentaries, bunch of new visual essays, all kinds of new stuff going on in this set as well. So to some people, they might say, hey, look, that's way too expensive. I'm not into it. Me and my friend group, particularly my co-host Steve over at After Hours Video, this is kind of like a dream come true for us as far as Bava fans and people who want to like deep dive research into his filmography and stuff. And alongside this, we have some Lamberto Bava box sets coming as well. But let's check this thing out. So here is your brand new artwork for the Bava set. Check that out. It's beautiful. The coloring is beautiful. It is slightly smaller than the Friday the 13th collection, and slightly, I mean like maybe an inch. There's the other side of your wraparound. The art is absolutely incredible. And then inside you have very colorful array of cases in here. So let me let's see if I want to. There we go. We'll do it this way. Whoa. I'm making a mess, y'all. Ooh. I remember doing this when the Friday the 13th collection came out, and I made such a disastrous mess of that case. So we're gonna start latest to first, right? Just because of the order that I can put this back in. We have Kidnapped. This is from 1974. We get a new audio commentary by Megan Navarro on this release here. These are all directed by Mario Bava, obviously. We have one of a couple double feature discs that are on here. This is The House of Exorcism and Lisa and the Devil right here. Check that out. I love this artwork. On this guy, we're going to get a new audio commentary with film critics Richard Newby and Reina Cervantes. Sorry if I said that wrong. New audio commentary by writer Dr. Rebecca King. New audio commentary by Dr. Karen Stellas now, Matt Baxter, and Blake Smith. Trailers from Hell. Interview with filmmaker Joe Dante. Trailers, still gallery. So that one's kind of packed out. We have from 1972, we have Baron Blood. Baron Blood. This one you only have a trailer, radio spots, and a still gallery for. Sheesh. Probably the most notorious of this set. We have A Bay of Blood, if that'll focus. This comes with a new audio commentary from film critic Megan Navarro, new audio commentary from film critics Richard Newby and Randa Cervantes, new audio commentary by Dr. Karen Stalznow, Matt Baxter, and Blake Smith, new audio commentary of film critics Bill Bria and Ashley Coffin. 4 brand new audio commentaries alone for A Bay of Blood. So I'll be watching that 5 times over the coming months. From 1971, we have 4 times that night. This comes with a trailer and a still gallery. This one looks interesting because this feels so far detached from what we know Bava for. But one of the reasons I love diving into filmographies and set like this, because, you know, especially Italian directors, like they spread so much as far as the genres that they cover, including this one. Look, we have a Western, Roy Colt and Winchester Jack. This is from 1970. This comes with a still gallery and a trailer. Very interesting. $5 for an August Moon. This is from 1970 as well. This has a new audio commentary with actor and writer Tracy Letts. We also have new audio commentary with film critics Bill Bria and Ashley Coffin. We have Knives of the Avenger. This guy's out here throwing knives. This comes with a trailer and a still gallery. Look, I'm sure there's some misses in here, but getting into a collection like Bava, I'm sure that you're going to find something to enjoy about all of them. It's just an interesting piece to learn as you're kind of filling in your film knowledge, your film history knowledge. Another well-known one, we have Kill Baby Kill. This comes with a new audio commentary with Megan Navarro, new audio commentary with journalist Scott Neumeyer. This is from 1966. We have one of the most notorious from this set, Black Sabbath. A whole bunch of stuff going on here. This comes with the international version. We have audio commentary with film critic Megan Navarro, audio commentary with film critic Brian Kelper. We have a film commentary with Dr. Karen Stolznow, Matt Baxter, Blake Smith. New audio commentary with film critic Bill Bria, trailers from Hell, TV spot. If you've ever seen Black Sabbath, this is a great Boris Karloff role. This is from 1963. We have the other double feature, The Girl Who Knew Too Much and The Evil Eye. This has a audio commentary for The Girl Who Knew Too Much and Not Too Much from The Evil Eye. John Saxon is in here, my man. And to kick off this set, there's no better way than Black Sunday, arguably one of the most notorious. If you were to, I did a live stream with a couple friends a couple months ago talking about must-see Italian horror, and this was number 1 for me, Black Sunday. And this release is packed out. Let's see, we have the international version. We have new audio commentary with Dr. Rebecca King, new audio commentary with Dr. Karen Stolznow, Matt Baxter, Blake Smith, new audio commentary of film critic Brian Kelper, new audio commentary of film critic Megan Navarro, as well as trailers from Hell, interview with Larry Cohen on this as well, international trailer, TV spot, all that. This is from 1960. So packed out. I don't know how many of these are left. I know this was limited to, I think, 2,500 units, and it's a web store exclusive, so you're not going to be able to get this from any other retailer. It's exclusively through Screen Factory's website. So, in my opinion, worth every single penny as I go into this collection. We'll be covering them here on here and talking about these, but yeah, very excited for this one, and very happy to see as many friends who don't have a lot of history of Mario Bava picking up this set and therefore building out their knowledge and love for him as a filmmaker. So yeah, that's everything. That's a whole lot, right? A lot of money. But I'm very excited for things to come. If you guys don't, make sure you go over to wherever you listen to podcasts, follow the Beyond the Blood podcast. We're only a couple weeks away from kicking off season 2. We're kicking off with covering 1974's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, using the audio commentary with Toby Hooper. I think it's Toby Hooper, Gunnar Hansen, and sorry, itchy leg. I think that's it, as well as some stuff from other commentaries as well. Make sure you go on over on Instagram. Give me a follow over now on there, Bearded Film Guy. We're always talking about horror over there. We're always doing deep dives and all kinds of stuff over there. And, typical YouTube stuff. Look, if you like this, we're only about 100 subs away from 1,000. So that'd be a cool little, marker to hit, right? If I hit 1,000, I'll be more consistent. I think that's a lie. I think I just lied. I'm sorry. Have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you later. See ya.